I have a friend. His name is Yoely Lebowitz. Everybody knows him. He's a Badchan. Yoely Lebowitz, the Badchan. And one day we're sitting in the shul where we learn together, and he comes in and he's totally in seventh heaven. He's like ecstatic. What happened? He says, I was going hiking. There's a Rav Koenig over there, and he told them that they should go make his bodhidas. They went out into the forest, and he's going there on this like little walk hike, and he's talking to Hashem. He sits down on this rock. He tries to talk to Hashem. If anybody ever tried to make his bodhidas, it's not so simple. It doesn't go as straightforward as it seems. It's difficult to strike a conversation with a power that you know exists, but it's not actually really in front of you, and it's really uncomfortable. And as he's sitting there, he sees a stick in front of him. And this stick is covered with leaves, and it's like growing mold. The branches, the bark is starting to peel, and it looks like it's decaying. And he's looking at the stick, and he tells me, he thinks to himself, this stick is a nebuch. It's a rachmanot, it's a rachmanas, this stick. It's a really sad, sorry stick. Useless, basically. It's dead, gone. He picks up the stick, and the bark just like falls off. It was in that state, and it was from that type of wood, in that condition, that it just fell off. The bark just peeled off, and beneath it was this gorgeous straight stick. And he brought the stick into this really gorgeous, straight, beautiful, like a piece of furniture. It looked like it was a polished piece of furniture, like a really elegant stick. And he looks at the stick and he says, hey, you'd be a pretty cool walking stick. You're actually a beautiful stick underneath all of that chazarai. So he takes the stick and he starts walking. And as he's walking, he has to itch his back. His back's starting to scratch. So he looks at the stick and he scratches his back. It was a nice long stick. And he says, it's not only that you're a beautiful stick, you're also a back scratcher. Okay, cool. He walks a little further, and now he has his beautiful back scratching stick. Gets back to the car, and Yoely knows a little beats, and he starts drumming with the stick. And he says, hey, this stick's also a drummer too. And then he looks at it and he says, you're not only a drummer, you're also like an uplifter. You uplift people's spirits. Okay. So anyway, he gets back into the car, comes back into shul, where we're sitting, and he tells us the whole story of the stick, and everybody was like all tuned in, and we're going gaga with the thing. And then he says to the stick, he says, you're not only a back scratching, you're not only a walking, back scratching, drumming, uplifting stick. You're an inspirational stick too. You're actually full of inspiration. Look how many people you inspire. So that was the story of the stick. Now I like the story because it's just a stick, but it's the story that you make about the stick that gives us so much meaning, and it's that same stupid little stick that suddenly becomes full of meaning, and it has a message.